Hello, I'm Fatima Pinto from the ESA Education Office. Every year, the polar oceans experience the formation and then melting of vast amounts of sea ice. This seasonal cycle affects Earth's climate, but also biological habitats. Let's investigate more.
In this experiment, we will investigate some properties of sea ice by comparing ice blocks made from freshwater and saltwater. Although sea ice is found primarily in the polar regions, it influences our global climate. Sea ice changes the reflectivity of the ocean and acts as a barrier to the exchange of heat and moisture between the ocean and the atmosphere. The seasonal changes of polar sea ice also play a significant role in global ocean circulation. The seasonal sea ice cycle affects not only climate, but also human activities like shipping, as well as biological habitats. The Arctic ecosystem is home to many organisms, from microscopic bacteria, phytoplankton, and algae, to large animals like polar bears and seals that depend on sea ice for their survival. For this activity, you will need 2 paper cups, table salt, a teaspoon, scissors, food coloring, water, a tray. This activity must be completed over 2 days, as the water needs enough time to freeze. Day 1. Preparation of the ice blocks. Fill each cup with around 200 milliliters of tap water. In one of the cups, add 1.5 teaspoons of salt and stir until all the salt dissolves. Label the containers, then put them in the freezer overnight. Day 2. Performing the experiment. Take the 2 ice blocks out of the cups and place them in the tray with the top side up. Can you see any differences between the 2 ice blocks? The freshwater ice block is clear and mostly transparent. The ice made from salty water should be foggy and have a porous structure. Pour 3 to 4 drops of food coloring on the block of freshwater ice and observe what happens. Pour 4 to 5 drops of food coloring on the block of ice made from salty water and observe what happens. You will notice that the food coloring runs down the side of the freshwater ice or accumulates on the top. On the other hand, the food coloring penetrates the saltwater ice block, causing some channels to become visible. These channels in real sea ice are called brines, and they are the habitat for microscopic life like algae and are a very important part of the marine food chain. During spring and throughout the summer, when the water's warm, sea ice melts and releases algae cells and tiny animals back to the sea that become food for larger animals.